to make a soap. I know, so soon, right? Yay! Kathy McGinnis over at Soaping 101 has posted a new challenge in her Facebook group. It's to make a soap that is an ode to summer. Basically, she took a seashell and made a really beautiful soap and posted it over on her YouTube channel, Soaping 101. And she has challenged the folks in her group to not recreate her soap, but to make a soap basically, you know, in memory of summer, longing for summer, you know. You can go check it out, and I'll post a link down below to the video. I don't know if the challenge is posted for everyone. I think it might just be for her Facebook group. So if it is, sorry, but you can still make your own soap. Today I'm going to make a cold process soap using my basic recipe, just larger. I'll put the basic recipe down below. And I'm going to do 4 colors. I'm going to do Poppy Red Mica from Nurture Soap Supplies, Teal Vibrance Mica from Nurture Soap Supplies, and Purple Vibrance Mica from Nurture Soap Supplies. And I'm going to be doing a 24 karat gold mica. My main batch is going to be gold, and the other 3 colors are going to be accent. And I'm going to top it off with some soap balls. These soap balls are made from the remnants of my last soap, which was called Dazzling Christmas. You can see that linked, well, it's on my YouTube channel. One more thing before we get started. I hope you can tell a difference in the lighting. I now have what looks like daylight in here. I have 2 new fluorescent lights. I have my ODE light. I have a lamp with 3 bulbs above me and the room light. So hopefully things are brighter. Please let me know if you like it down in the comments below. So let's get started. These are my oils and additives. I'm going to add in my lye. I'm going to add in the lye, get going. This is just lye, salt, sea salt, and sugar, powdered sugar. The fragrance that I'm going to be using in this soap is Viva La Juicy. It's a dupe. I cannot tell you what group it is from right now or what shop it is from right now, because a friend gifted it to me because I had said that I would like to try that fragrance oil, and she sent me that and a lot of other goodies. Thank you, Jill. She just made her first YouTube channel. I'll link it below too, or her first post on her YouTube channel. So here we go. We're going to get this mixed up. Alright, I think we've got it. It's again very thick. I don't know what's going on with my batter lately. I don't know what I'm doing wrong. But it is very thick. Maybe because it's winter and it's supposed to be snowing right now. I'm not upstairs. It's like 1 a.m. or something. So I don't know if it is snowing. So maybe because it's so cold outside and we have to have the heater on, which is something I don't like to do. Maybe that's why it's so hot. Like maybe that's why, not why it's so hot. It's not hot in here, but maybe that's why my fragrance is doing that. So I'm not going to have very much of these colors. Not very much at all. I'm going to go for a ½ a cup, because that's probably going to be too much, just to be honest with you. Because I just want these to be like a hint of color throughout the soap. Just like a wisp of color. I'll tell you where I got this idea. I saw, and if I think about it during editing and I remember this part of the clip, I'll tell you. I saw a photograph of some bubbles, like, you know, childhood blowing bubbles on Pinterest. And I thought, oh, that reminds me of summer, and that would be perfect for this soap. So that is where this is coming from. The little balls are going to represent the bubbles, and the rest of the colors are meant to represent like the little shimmer that you see, like the rainbow shimmers. I know these are not rainbow colors. I don't have the whole rainbow here. But look at that, a beautiful red. I don't know if you can still get this. I think this might have been one that she was doing away with. By she, I mean the lady at Nurture Soap Supplies. And I'm sorry, I don't know her name. But I have dealt with her several times. She seems very nice. I'll see if I can find a link to that poppy red. But if not, I think she's working on formulating the perfect red. So you might be able to try that. But that poppy red, at least in my bright lights here in the soap room, looks very red. Look at that teal. Wow. Now that is teal. I did do a lot of colorant to the ratio here. So I did my normal, which would give me about a cup. So I've got double what I would normally use. Still safe, just it might bleed on wash rags. But since I don't sell my soap, I really don't care. Let's see. This is really thickening up for me. It's not what I wanted. I don't have fragrance in here yet. Maybe the fragrance will thin it out a bit. That would be nice. Now this is just a little bit of 24 karat gold mica, the tiniest bit, and I really don't suspect that it's going to do very much, and I'm okay with that because the inspiration photo I used, or I'm following, has a brownish, tannish background in it, so I'm kind of hoping that that's where this cures out to be, that brownish, tannish color. I'm debating if I do want just there's a speck of something in here. Debating if I do want just a tad more of that colorant. That's okay, right? Alright. So now I'm just pouring this in layers. I've done gold, and then I've done the poppy red, and I'm going to add some purple in. Maybe I'll add the blue in and then the purple. But I did gold, red, then gold again. I'm trying to pour it high up and thin layers. Don't have to be perfect, but I'm just trying to give varying patterns. Whoa! I almost lost grip on my go. That was almost a disaster. Alright, so now we get some purple in. This is a little thicker. I say I'm not really sure what's causing that. Some water there. I don't know where it came from, but I don't want it in my soap. So there we go. I am doing a no-no in my opinion. I'm using a wet rag. When I started out to make this soap today, I did not realize that I was nearly out of paper towels. So I'm breaking my own rule by using a wet rag. But I will not be recycling the wet rag. Will not be washing it. I may. I don't know. In my head right now, I won't. So I'm just going to give this a little stir because it's a little thick. It's not exactly pouring consistency. Hopefully I can get one more pour to get all this in there because I do not really want any of that color on the top. I'm actually not even going to put gold in between. Alright, so now I'm just going to take this little spoon and I'm going to swirl. And I do not want to scoop that color in there. So I am just going to pull that off of my spoon with a paper towel. And that spoon is going away. This smells so yummy. These colors are so bright. It is so going to bleed everywhere on my washcloths. But that's okay. That is okay. Sometimes, have you ever heard that term? Beauty is pain. In this instance, beauty is bleeding. So, I don't mind some colorful bubbles or stained washcloths. Yeah. This soap hopefully will look fantastic. It will smell, it already does smell fantastic. And hopefully it bubbles fantastic. So I'll get that off of there. I'm going to swirl this top up a little bit. And then I'm going to push it down. Just because I don't want, like, hopefully we're not going to have, like, solid colors there on the top. Alright. Now I'm just laying this gold on because I really don't want it to fall in. I actually just put my spoon up and I needed that. Sorry, I'm quiet. I'm just concentrating. Alright, so I think I'm going to give you a pause and then I'm going to bring you back, clean up a little bit because I've got some soap in the places. Then I'm going to bring you back and we'll finish off this wonderful ode to summer. Alrighty, I'm back and I've cleaned up my area a little bit. Not too much. This is set up a little more. I do have an issue though because I'm fairly certain that even though I just made a half a cup of each of the colors, I think I used too much. So I really didn't want to pull up any of that color on the top, but I don't know if you can see right here, I already have, and just doing it a little bit. So we're probably going to pick up a little bit of that color and I'm just going to deal. So I'm going to attempt this and we'll see what we get, but it may or may not work for me. I'm not gonna overthink it. I'm just going to do it, and whatever happens, happens. And you can actually see, I don't know what I can see, but if you look down the side, you can see that color showing. That's really not what I wanted, but that's okay. It is what it is, right guys? Alright, I actually really like that. So that is what I'm going to leave it with. I'm not going to do any more to that. I'm going to grab my alcohol and I'm going to spray it down, trying to combat the ash. And plus I want these little babies to stay. Now I'm going to attempt, well, we're just going to put them on and we'll see what happens. If you hear any shouting, it's my husband and brother upstairs playing video games. Okay, apparently I did not make enough. And put these balls in here. So now I'm going to spritz the top again and try to carefully pop some glitter back on those balls where I touched them. I don't want glitter all over the whole soap, just on the balls that I touched. I tried to put the lid to my alcohol. Goodness. Alright guys, there it is. This is my ode to summer. I don't know what I'm calling it yet. You'll see in the title, I'm sure. It's got to be put and turned in by the 19th. So it'll probably be, at least the cut will at least be up by the 18th. So, thank you so much for watching, guys. Happy soaping. Bye-bye.